Hello and welcome. I'm Damon Bruce here with you as we get ready for a little NBA action on 2K Sports. It's Sunday night basketball. It's going to be Josh Smith and the Atlanta Hawks up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Now a chance to check out our State Farm starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on certainly is Lewis Williams.
You know, it doesn't really matter if you've got a ton of speed if you can't finish anything at the rim, but that isn't a problem for Lewis Williams. He can blow by you, but then he can take the contact and finish and get a lot of three-point play opportunities.
Yeah, he's custom-made to provide instant offense too, Steve. I mean, he's fast, he can score in a hurry, doesn't need a lot of time, really doesn't need a lot of shots because he can hit you with the three and he can get to the foul line as well.
Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Houston Rockets. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
That was a tough game for them to lose, guys, because they really played well throughout the game.
I agree there, but despite the result, I think they can definitely take some positives away from it.
Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Morrow. Back to Williams. Harris outside. Harris gets the screen from Smith. Clock at 6. Flushes it down.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a finish. That was just gorgeous.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, and you know, you'll take what you can from him from the foul line. A season ago, he shot in that low 60% range.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And the shot is good.
And it's his poise at the offensive end that impresses me most. This guy is unflappable. And the Thunder, when they acquired Kendrick Perkins, they considered him to be the final piece to the puzzle, to be that rebounder, shot blocker, intimidator that you need in playoff basketball.
Now here is Harris. A second chance effort. Williams kicks to Smith. Can't get it to go. Ibaka with some nice D. And Kendrick Perkins really fitting into the hard-working nature of this Thunder team. Training hard in the summer to get in peak condition. He prides himself on that.
Yeah, and it sets a nice example for his young teammates. It's taken him a while to recover from that knee surgery, but I still think it was an ideal acquisition for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Harden dishes to Durant.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
You know, not a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference were able to finish with a decent record against the West last year, but the Hawks were one of those teams that did. I mean, they held their own against the West.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Williams against Westbrook.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones, you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups, defensively, you're in huge trouble.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Harden the pass to Durant, and Durant gets double teamed. Ibaka covered by Smith. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. 6 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Harden can't hit. The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harris against Ibaka. Harris dishes to Smith. Gets it to go. Smith's got 5 now.
And you look at Hawks coach Larry Drew, considered a player's coach. He spent 10 seasons as a player himself at the point guard position, playing for 5 different teams. So he's been in the NBA for a long time.
That's a defensive let-up right there. I mean, they've got to close down on him quicker when he's in three-point range.
Outside Williams. Smith sets the pick for Williams. He feeds it to Smith. Smith right side. Here's Harris. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And Larry Drew, a basketball lifer. Steve mentioned. Steve, you know, what are the challenges for him with this Atlanta team, you think?
Well, they've always been a team, at least the last 5 or 6 years, it's just good enough to get to the playoffs and maybe win around, but not good enough to get over the hump. Well, now they're going through some changes with the trade of Joe Johnson. They've cleared up a lot of cap room, so I think the challenge is to keep them competitive while they retool and rebuild here the next few years. And a quick look at the year Josh Smith had last season. 9th in blocks, 13th in rebounding. And he was right up there among the league's elite scorers, cracking that top 20 list in points per game.
And you know, Steve, when you're talking about a shot blocker, it's sometimes hard to put into words what those blocks mean. You also have to consider the shots that he changes. Excellent length, and he's really quick off his feet, so he can just about get to any shot, if not block it, to at least bother it.
Well, part of being one of the elite teams in the league is making sure you handle business, you know, when you head out on the road. And one area where Oklahoma City was fantastic last year was their record against Eastern Conference opponents on the road. They dominated.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Steve, they really were great against the East, going 13-5 on the season. Clark, not a lot of teams gave them trouble.
Well, when you have the number of shooters that the Thunder have, it can be really hard for a team to figure out how you guard them if you only see them once or twice a year. And the Thunder took full advantage of that.
You know what I love about Durant, Kevin, is the fact that he can be cruising along and then all of a sudden he'll just kick it into high gear. You know, he gets his points quietly at times because it comes so effortlessly. But when the game's on the line, he can get hot and just bury you.
Steve, if you were just going to dream up a score, a machine-like, video game-like score, KD, Kevin Durant, is what you would come up with. Long, lean, can shoot it deep, ball skills, and the attitude and aggressiveness of a late-game closer.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Larry Drew.
Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
All right, Doris, thanks. The Thunder leading by 6.
Well, Serge Ibaka is now in his 4th NBA season, just turned 23, and physically, he is scary. 6'10", 240, a world-class athlete, can jump out of the gym, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA.
Westbrook drives in.
What a huge play.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Smith sets the pick for Williams. They get it again.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now here's Westbrook, coming off a solid outing against Portland. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And 11 points for Smith.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Good.
Well, they're scoring efficiently. They look very focused at the offensive end.
A nice start, no question, making all the right moves here early.
Harden against Williams. Feeds it to Harris. Shot from 12. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers.
You know, it's hard to lose a game when you shoot the ball as well as they did in that one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, shot making can cover over a multitude of sins. The percentage they shot from the floor is one you might talk about an individual player having, not the entire team.
Alley-oop pass, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, they made that a point of emphasis a year ago. They really spent a lot of time on the practice floor at the free throw line, and it sure paid off.
Harden kicks to Durant. Stolen. Fast break, the Hawks. Harris with the ball. Horford. Williams. Horford the pass to Morrow. Horford backing in. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Al Horford, a great leader for this team. I've heard he's actually a strong candidate to replace Derek Fisher as president of the NBA Players Union as well. So obviously Horford, a lot of brains to go along with that brawn.
You talk about Horford as a leader for this team. You know, talk about that, Clayton. What do you like about his game?
Well, I like a lot about it. He's skilled, he's tough, he's physical, he's consistent. He's one of the Hawks' best players, but also is a guy who will do the little things, the hustle plays and the dirty work. And he sets a great example for the rest of his teammates.
Here's Harris. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Williams against Harden. Smith drives in over Ibaka. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Durant kicks to Harden. Outside Westbrook. Over Harris. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
And blocked. Outside Durant. Fires for 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Coming up this Friday, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. It's the real deal.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, Steve, Clark, what do you think?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
The Thunder leading by 5.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968 from St. Louis, the Hawks have been a steady presence in the postseason, Kevin. Still, that penultimate goal of an NBA title has eluded them.
So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. The front line, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins. Reggie Jackson out there with Cephalosha. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Durant covered by Smith. And here is Durant. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Williams kicks to T. Smith with a screen on Jackson. From deep, Morrow, no luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. With the Hawks in their playoff history, they've always seemed to be the good team that just was overpowered, it seems, Steve, in the end.
Yeah, they've never had that transcendent player. You know, the closest guy they had to that was probably Dominique Wilkins, but he was playing in the era when Bird and Magic and Jordan were dominating the league. So it's just been one of those things for Atlanta. They just haven't been able to get over that hump. They've been good, they just haven't been great. Now a quick look back to last year's numbers for Serge Ibaka. First in blocks, and he was so reliable all season long offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And you called attention, Steve, to him being the shot blocks leader. in the NBA. I mean, without a doubt, his presence on the low block gave them a dimension that very few teams enjoy. Having a presence there that can throw shots out of there, that's big.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Morrow. And Devin Harris subbed in for Jeff Teague. Harris passes to Horford. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, Zaza Pachulia, a bruiser on the court, but off the court, he's a man of refined taste. He loves to dress up. Teammate Al Horford said of him, he's very fashion savvy. I've seen him giving fashion tips to the other guys on the team on things they should or shouldn't wear. He's the fashionista of the team. Pachulia was actually voted one of the most fashionable players in the NBA. He said, bottom line, whatever you wear, it's got to fit you and it will look nice. You got to match your character and your personality. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
Well, the league certainly likes the players looking sharp, and he's taken the dress code and just run with it.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shot clock at 5. Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 3.
Devin Harris joining another team this last offseason as he came to the Hawks in exchange for Marvin Williams. You'd have to think he'll appreciate a fresh start here with Atlanta. How about that elevation? Man, some major hops and vertical there.
That's your point guard right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, aren't they? Some of the best athletes in the world playing that position.
Amazing. These guys able to create and dominate.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Atlanta.
Well, this move for Atlanta, getting Harris, was really more about dumping the salary of Marvin Williams than anything. But I think Atlanta does like having Harris to run this point guard spot. You know, he's fast, he can score, but he's only under contract for 1 year, so that frees up their cap space next summer. So all in all, a good deal for the Hawks.
Westbrook dishes to Perkins. He kicks it to Cephalosha. Here's Durant, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Durant's got 17 now.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Serge Ibaka, number 1.
Boy, what shot blocking instincts he showed last year. Just seemed to get to every shot. Great anticipation, great awareness.
The Hawks trail by 10. Williams with the ball. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Passes to Morrow. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Over Cephalosha. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Thunder leading by 10. The 3 is launched. Rebound by Williams. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Harris outside. Gives him the lead pass. That's good from Horford on the assist by Harris. 9 points for Horford.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
James Harden. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Stevenson's checked in. Harris against Westbrook. And the powerful one-handed slam.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man!
Clark, like he gets up so quickly.
Yeah, he's like a pogo stick.
Oh my gosh, not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
And here's Morrow outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, no question that Morrow is a natural shooter, whether it's coming off a pick or just floating out beyond the arc and spotting up. He is just amazing at knocking down long-range shots.
There is just no need to warm up with Morrow. It's like as soon as he steps on the floor, he flips on the switch, he's ready to go. He can heat up in an instant like that. Horford, great D that time from Westbrook. The Thunder leading by 9. And here's Harden for 3. That is good. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, you have so many things to deal with when you play Oklahoma City. They're good defensively, but I think they're even scarier offensively because of the one-on-one prowess of Durant, Westbrook, and James Harden. They're just extremely tough to cover.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Smith. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
It's been a good one for Smith. He has 15 points and 3 denials.
Pretty much unguardable out there. He has just been fantastic in this game.
Oh, it's been a stupendous performance, no doubt.
And he can't get the first one. Yeah, and with so many weapons outside, as you said, Steve, their games can turn into shootouts, Clark, very quickly. We've seen that.
And that's exactly what they want to do, Kevin. I mean, the Thunder just don't sit back and take what the defense gives them. They basically spread you out and try to get one of their stars in a mismatch.
Westbrook drives in. Here's Ibaka, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ibaka's got his first basket, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Horford sets a screen for Williams. Here's Moore. Dishes it to T. The Hawks working the ball around. Now the feed to Horford. Over Ibaka. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Smith. And 11 points for Horford.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here. I've always loved watching Al Horford play basketball, even going back to his days at Florida. He's an underrated shooter from mid-range, and over the last few seasons, he's actually developed into one of the best players in the league from that distance.
Williams gets to Smith, and stolen by Perkins. Here's Durant. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Durant's got 19 points. And for Horford, a nice skill set offensively. He can shoot and pass and certainly handle the ball.
Yeah, he's not a natural post scorer. In other words, a guy who's comfortable with his back to the basket. But he finishes well around the rim, and he's just a guy with really good basketball skills for his size and brings tremendous toughness and competitive spirit to his position as well.
And Westbrook, here we go. And the pass to Perkins. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
For the Thunder, Cephalosha comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Pachulia, who's checked in for Al Horford. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Stolen by Harden. Cephalosha passes to Harden. Outside Jackson. Durant. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Thunder leading by 14. And we'll be back right after this.
36. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's time for the Sunday night halftime report. The Thunder have the lead out in Oklahoma City against Atlanta. Their offense has been prolific, moving the ball, getting tons of shots, different looks, options everywhere, around the rim, downtown, mid-range. How do you want it? We've seen Kevin Durant producing at a high level against Atlanta. He's up to 19 points, been getting to the rim, been getting to the line, and a great shooting percentage from both. And the Hawks have been plugging away. Their work on the offensive boards, a big factor. Great effort out there. Josh Smith has been clicking through the first two. At the break, 16 points and seems to have a hand in every defensive play. He's all over the court. Let's start off with a look at what's on tap for later on tonight. It'll be the Raptors out at Air Canada Center against the Timberwolves. Game gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern. And one game also on the docket. It'll be the Suns against the Magic in Orlando. Game gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern. And another game that's coming up, it'll be the Pistons up against the Lakers out in Los Angeles. That one gets going 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we know he can score, so it's not really a huge shock to see him put up these kind of big numbers.
And I would think that he most likely will continue to carry on this kind of play into the fourth.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Morrow at small forward with Smith at the 4. Lewis Williams out there with Devin Harris, and it's Horford in at center. Ibaka with a screen on Horford. Westbrook dishes to Harden. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 5, the Hawks.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc, and that carried those numbers right up to the top of the list.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. Gets it to go. Durant's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Thunder.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
The Thunder leading by 14.
Another year in the playoffs for the Hawks, but also another year coming up short for them. They took the Celtics to 6 games, but couldn't get it done in the end, even though they had home court advantage.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Gets the bucket. Harden's got 13 points.
You know, and I think it goes without saying, guys, but his strength and body control scoring in close, that's what makes him special. You can see it with the shooting percentages inside. I mean, he's a tremendous finisher.
And, you know, he's got another skill that you love to see in a player, the ability to create a high-quality shot for himself off the dribble.
Back to the Hawks and Celtics, just a great matchup in the first round, but the Hawks fans had been hoping for a little bit more, Steve, and it didn't come to fruition.
Well, this is a franchise that historically has just not been able to get over the hump. You know, they've been good, but not great. I mean, they're kind of stuck in that space right now. You know, can they make that next step? We'll see.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Harris against Durant. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Second half is flowing nicely so far on offense. 75% from the field is what they're shooting.
Here's Durant. Gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 18.
And what you love about James Harden is his passing ability. You know that he can score. He can shoot with range. He can put the ball on the floor, get to the rim. But he's probably the best passer on the team as well, and he also has a great beard.
Westbrook against Harris. And James Harden, you said it, Steve, not just a scorer. He really, Clark sees the game.
Yeah, I love that about him. He sees and feels the game. Those are guys that just have a knack for being in the right position and right place and understanding pace and rhythm of the game. His rush hour handles, boy, I tell you, allow him to do things that very few players can do in the paint.
You know, last season was really a tough one for Devin Harris. His numbers were down across the board. And this is the last season of his contract, so I'm sure he's looking to turn it around.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Williams with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Morrow leading the charge. Harris, Smith. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his third rebound tonight. And going back to Devin Harris, never a great shooter, but his speed, I thought, Clark, has always been his best weapon.
Yeah, you know what? With the slower tempo in Utah, he didn't maximize his speed the way he did at New Jersey, where they kind of took the reins off. The question still remains, though. One, can he improve his perimeter shooting? And two, has he perhaps lost a step as he's added years?
Right side, Williams. This one for three. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Williams has got 5 now. Harden the pass to Perkins. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Hawks trail by 11. And there's the call on Perkins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Stolen by Durant. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Fades. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, let's take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. First in blocks, first in free throw percentage. And they were ranked 3rd in team scoring. This team knows how to score the ball. Entertaining at the offensive end.
And the thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all those stats, Clark, is the blocks. Because number 1 in the league, obviously really protecting the paint. They had good length, a lot of depth. And the overall team defense, the rotations was really solid because we saw players across their roster blocking shots.
Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder.
Kevin Durant, how about calling him low maintenance, no maintenance superstar? A great teammate, but he's no choir boy. I mean, there's a definite edge to his game, and you like that. A real neat combination of edge, confidence, and humility. And you see it when he plays. He's going after you now. He wants to choke you off if he can.
Great leader, too.
Yeah.
Harden kicks to Jackson. Atlanta with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
He is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
Yeah, and I think the tendency can be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that. He may want to start spreading the ball around a little bit. His shot is off right now.
Clark, you were just talking about Durant, the edginess underneath. To think about the tattoos he has all underneath his jersey. Kept tucked away, Steve. Not really in the sight of cameras and the fans. But the kid's got some grit, I think.
Oh, he's got grit. There's no question. I mean, if you had to design a basketball player, I think Kevin Durant would be pretty much what you come up with. The length, the skill, but also the humility and the competitiveness. He's got the whole package, and that's why he has Oklahoma City knocking on the door of a championship.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Cephalosha comes in for Serge Ibaka. Harris against Jackson. Harris outside. Kicks to Williams. He passes to Horford. Perkins with the block. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with Twitch.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far. Well, you can see it happening. You knew the Thunder were poised for a deep playoff run last year after coming up short to the Mavericks in 2011. They made quick work of them in the first round last year. The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
Atlanta making some changes. Pachulia comes in for Al Horford. and it's Teague in for Lou Williams. Jackson against Teague. Over Jackson. A nice shot by Teague. Looking back on that series, Clark, it was a bit of a statement from the Thunder to go out and sweep the defending champions. Had a couple close games in there. But to do it in Dallas, I thought, with a Game 4 series-clinching win, was pretty impressive. I know, Steve, you thought so as well.
Oh, no question. And then, of course, they followed that up by beating the Lakers and then San Antonio before finally losing to Miami in the finals. So you look at that murderer's row of opponents that they had to face in the playoffs, and to win 3 series, pretty remarkable.
The Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Harris. Over Jackson. In Atlanta again with the bucket. Thunder have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Harden with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Perkins. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Teague. Shot is blocked. They retain possession. And the basket by Morrow. Morrow's got 6 in the quarter.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
And they will call over the back on the play.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Perkins. Jones comes in for Cephalosha. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Al Horford is checked in for Pachulia. Ivan Johnson comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Stevenson in for Devin Harris. Here's Johnson. Good on the baseline, Jay. Johnson's got his first points in this one. Jackson kicks to Durant. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Thunder lead by 7.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
This is to Horford. Morrow, defended by Durant. Morrow kicks to Johnson. Backs in. The dish to Stevenson. From deep. Goes up. And an emphatic dunk.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
Yeah, that was brute force battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up there.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
He dishes it to Jones. Back to Westbrook. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Daquan Cook's checked in for Durant. And it's Harden in for Reggie Jackson. Then for the Hawks, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Morrow. Williams comes in for Deshaun Stevenson. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Jeff Teague. They get it back. Williams dishes to Horford. Shot is off.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
It's stolen by Harris. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Coming up this Thursday night, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. You don't want to miss it.
I ain't no joke. I used to let Mike smoke. Now I slam it when I'm gonna make sure it's broke.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Who's at the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's send it out to our Doris Burke. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Thunder put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. The second quarter looks to be the difference right now as they turn things on and put together that huge run. Now, it seems like it's enough to get them the win.
Doris, thanks. And I think we can all agree the whole flow to their game sort of gelled at that point. Don't you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Everything came together for them all at once. I mean, their shots started dropping one after another at one end, and then at the other end, they went into lockdown mode defensively.
Yeah, it was truly a good stretch for them, Steve. All they needed were a few things to kind of click into place, and then they were rolling on all cylinders.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. Ibaka is out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Collison in at the 5. Here's Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 9 points for Williams. Outside Westbrook. Sinks that one from the post. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
Harris kicks to Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Josh Smith, guys, playing in his hometown of Atlanta, but what's interesting is that there have been rumors over the last few seasons that he wouldn't mind playing elsewhere. And I think sometimes it's difficult playing in your own backyard. A lot of pressure, a lot of people around you who need things. Sometimes you leave your hometown, it's easier to focus on the task at hand.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Perkins comes in for Nick Collison. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Then for the Hawks, Al Horford. He's checked in for Pachulia. Morrow comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague in for Devin Harris.
At his size, he can really finish at the rim.
Yeah, and not just layups, as you just saw, folks. Wow.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, able to throw it down with ease.
Williams gets a screen from Horford. Goes up on the high post. He feeds it to Morrow. Second chance shot. And there's the rejection. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And it's interesting for Smith. Certainly a winning situation with the Hawks, so a lot to like in Atlanta.
And you know what? I think he sometimes felt as though he was the scapegoat when things haven't gone well for the Hawks. He was kind of singled out being young and a little inconsistent early in his career. I can understand that, but that may have fed into his dissatisfaction as well.
Teague against Westbrook. Outside Williams. Takes a 3. Can't hit. The Thunder leading by 9. It's Westbrook with the drive. Open look. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Well, they were the better team when these two teams got together a year ago, no question. Sweeping the season series 2-0.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Thanks again, Doris. It makes you wonder how the standings might look if some of these teams, actually changed conferences.
Well, Kevin, I think it'd be a whole new world, a totally different world, a whole new set of matchups, but at least everybody gets a couple of games a year to check everybody else out up close.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The Hawks trail by 8. Feeds it to Morrow. He kicks to Smith. Over Ibaka. And again, it's Atlanta.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
But they recover it. Harden. Durant for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Now, remember, he did make a three-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if he can find the range here in the second.
And the basket by Morrow.
After a subpar first half, I like the way he's been much more aggressive here in the second, finding a way to hit his shots and get more shots.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Durant drawing the double team. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
That's taking it strong right there.
Yeah, finishing in style.
You can feel a sense of anticipation when he heads for the hoop because that's what he can do.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. The Hawks trail by 6. Harris outside. Passes it to Smith. 18 feet out. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 24 points for Smith. Harris against Westbrook. And he gets it to go from the high post. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Here's Williams. The feed to Morrow. Tries yet again. And he hits the jump shot. Morrow's got 6 points in the quarter.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Left side, Williams. Looking to get back on track here. Great D that time from Westbrook.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now. 2 hands for safety, 1 hand if you want major elevation.
That's right. That's right.
You know you can get up higher with 1 hand. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It really is true. I mean, you can extend better with 1.
Well, whatever he did, whatever it was, it definitely worked, Clark.
Harris kicks to Horford. Money shot. And they get the rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Good game for Harris. He has 8 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Some good work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips, and things could really turn around in this game.
Westbrook against Williams. From deep Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Williams. Here's Horford. Also Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Deflects the pass. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Smith. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. And that's now 26 points for Smith.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They led by as many as 18 points. And Westbrook, here we go. Leaps for it. Now here is Harris. The pass to Williams. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And that one's good.
Another turnover leading to a bucket.
Yeah, they've made the most of all these chances they've gotten from turnovers. I mean, it's really fueling their offense right now.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. He passes to Perkins. Outside for Durant. Outside Westbrook. The 3. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
Harris passes to Williams to take the lead. Connects from downtown.
Boy, coming through with the game in the balance.
Yep, a game-changing clutch bucket there.
Harris against Westbrook. Durant for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Durant's got 40 points.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris against Harden. Harris dishes to Williams. Takes it up. Good!
That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop can seal the deal.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
No need to rush things, although I think you do want to get a shot off in time to the point where if you miss it, you got a shot at an offensive rebound.
Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
It's stolen by Smith, and there's the call on Perkins. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. They're both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Major pressure on those free throws, and it didn't faze him at all. A three-pointer now is the only option.
For 3, Durant.
Wow! He knocks down the 3 to extend the game. Wow!
Talk about a clutch shot, guys. I mean, he showed no fear or hesitation at all, hoisting up that 3, and now it's headed to OT.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Atlanta, Williams and Morrow on the perimeter. Josh Smith and Al Horford, the big men, and it's Harris in at the point guard position. Morrow, no good.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
You know, they're lucky to be leading here as much as we've seen rather loose control of the basketball, Kevin.
And, fellas, that's something they have to address. I mean, double-digit turnovers in just the first half, that's unacceptable.
Back to Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Harris against Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Harris kicks to Smith. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Horford. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 15 points for Horford. Thunder shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58% from deep Harden. And that's collected by Smith. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Williams. Smith the pass to Harris. Kicks it to Williams. Out to Smith. Pass to Horford. Dishes to Williams. Another shot, and he cruises to the hoop for the layup. Williams has got 20.
And a really poor job boxing out there, guys. A momentary lapse in concentration, I think.
Durant. That's good.
Boy, they keep going inside offensively, and guys, they've been very aggressive here.
Yeah, huge advantage in points in the paint, and I think the defense has to make an adjustment to protect the middle.
And finished off by Westbrook.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. The Hawks trail it. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. The dish to Morrow. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 22 points for him.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
Durant against Smith. And Durant, here we go. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Durant's got 49 points in the game. Westbrook against Harris. Outside Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got it on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
We've seen Williams playing a good game here. He has 20 points and 9 assists. He deserves praise for every part of his performance so far. You look at both ends of the floor, he's been stellar.
That's the truth. He has been strong in all aspects today.
Cole Aldrich is checked in for Thabo Sefolosha. It's Durant with the drive.
And my goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud nine.
What an atmosphere in here. This is incredible.
Horford sets a screen for Williams. And the shot is good. Williams has got 24 points. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did.
Harden gets to Durant. Right side Durant. It falls!
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Harris against Westbrook. Left side Williams. He dishes it to Morrow. Into Al Horford. Yes!
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Durant. Feeds to Harden. Shoots the three. Atlanta with the rebound.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not. You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Thunder shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Here's Durant. It falls!
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Now, strategy wouldn't be bad to use it here if they need to.
Harden against Williams. He kicks it to Horford. Harris outside. Over Aldrich. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.